This video focuses on how to pass examinations and gives evidence of what works and what does not work. All students and teachers would like information on the best ways to prepare for examinations. And there are a lot of books which give advice on study skills and examination techniques, but it's only recently that a big scientific study provided experimental evidence on which examination preparation techniques really work well and which don't work so well. For example, a lot of study skills books recommend reading and then rereading textbooks and highlighting segments of textbooks with a felt pen. But surprisingly, the research report showed that for the majority of students, neither of these techniques were particularly helpful. So, what did the report find were the most helpful techniques? The first and most important is to practice examination questions in each of the different subject areas being studied. The ways in which questions are answered in maths, history and biology are so different that students who would practice answering lots of questions in each of the different subject areas were the ones that got the best grades. What's perhaps good news is that you don't need to complete a full examination paper every time. All you need to do is write out the answers to 2 or 3 questions, which may be just 15 to 20 minutes work, and do this as often as possible in each of your subject areas. But to make this work, it's essential that before practicing writing out any single examination question, you must first find out what's the length of time in the examination it'll be sensible to give to that type of question. And when practicing that type of question, stick rigidly to this timescale. What you might find quite helpful, and probably more enjoyable, would be to occasionally work with some of your friends, and for each one of you, in turn, to say how you would answer specific questions. You can learn a lot simply by listening to others. It's also sensible to occasionally ask individual subject specialist tutors for advice on your answers to single questions. So, to sum up, when preparing for examinations, research tells us that the most effective strategies are: first, practice answering single examination questions. Second, complete frequent practice sessions for weeks before any examinations. Third, work out a timescale for each question and stick to it. Fourth, ask specialist subject tutors for advice on some of your answers. So, let's make a prediction about this exam. The students who will get the best marks in this examination will be those who have been practicing examination questions, either alone or with other students, for 6 to 7 weeks before the exam. Whereas this guy probably started last night. Incidentally, if either you or any of your tutors want to look up the actual report, this is it.